From boyhood, thousands of men practiced hard and often, shaped their bodies, harnessed every muscle and sinew to be battlefield archers. In the summer fighting of 1403, Prince Henry himself would discover how deadly was the bow and the arrow. The longbow, taller than a tall man, was master of the battlefield for more than 3 centuries. And Welsh bowmen were feared and admired. No one was quicker on the draw. Jeremy, what made the longbow the crucial weapon in medieval warfare?
There's no finer weapon for sending a man-stopping missile, bow shot, 240 yards. You can shoot 10 arrows a minute with this that possibly will go through munition armour. Nobody's safe on the battlefield. Nobody's safe, whether you're a knight on horseback or a man-at-arms.
And it's extremely powerful.
You can learn to shoot a crossbow maybe in a day, a musket in a day. This you have to start from a very young age. You had to shoot every Sunday at the butts and holy days, and your father was responsible for providing you with a bow, and you were brought up in it. Bishop Latimer says a man shall never shoot well unless he is brought up to shoot in the bow, and of course that's what you do. You don't just draw it back, you draw it back with your whole body. You shoot.
Show me how
the bow.
You draw it.
Well, a lot of nations drew their bow to a kind of target draw, something like that. However, with a war bow draw, you get a nice wide stance and really draw with the whole strength of your body, so that you can get a good power stroke, probably about 30 inches. The Mary Rose arrows are about 30 inches. That's a long draw, it's storing a lot of energy, which means you can very efficiently shoot a heavy arrow.
And archers shot clouds of arrows up into the sky.
You can imagine the kind of disruption that it would have caused as a whole barrage, a whole arrow storm is landing. Horses would have been rearing, men would have been dropping either side of you. You're never sure when it was your turn to get an arrow.
And bowmen from Wales were particularly admired and feared.
Welsh bowmen were always prized, finest archers in the world.
In 1403, at the time of the Glyndwr revolt, military archery was at its devastating peak. Goose-feathered arrows, tipped with steel arrowheads. Here in Gwent, in the Wye Valley, Jeremy Spencer, who's a master bowyer, takes the bough of a yew tree and splits it to make longbows, just as men fashioned them more than 6 centuries ago. How many bows will you get out of this?
I'll try not to be too greedy. I want good, heavy Welsh war bows. I'll probably get 2 out of something like this.
Wow. It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's absolutely wonderful. And you can see
the colours.
Beautiful colours, the pith lying down the middle.
So where is the bow in all this? Where?
The bow will actually be the back of it, the part facing away from you, is going to be out of this creamy sapwood. That's a wonderful wood for resisting tension. You can see it's almost 2 woods in one. It really is God's gift to bowyers. And the lovely red, this is probably a female yew tree. They tend to be quite reddy. That's ideal for resisting compression. So it is the perfect spring.
The female is deadlier than the male.
Absolutely, yes.
So what's this, Jeremy?
This is a tillering tree. This would have been the part that the master bowyer would have done. All the other stuff would have been done by his apprentice, but this is where the real art of making a bow comes from.
What is the bow doing there? What's it waiting for?
What this enables the bowyer to do is to fit a cord to it. He can then stand back and see, as Ascombe says, where the wood giveth most and cometh least. So what I'm looking to do is to get a beautiful arc to be formed so that each part of the wood is working equally.